the newer generation, even a lot of the old generation, we no longer have an attention span that can last for a long period of time. We can no longer sit down, focus, and complete on a task without being distracted. A common question I get from many of my friends is, why did I quit social media? And what I did at the beginning was I told them that it was really just to save time. But as I was doing it, it ended up being way more than just saving time. I found that there were so many more benefits to my day-to-day, the way I acted, the way I completed tasks, the way my whole thought process around many, many things. When I first took the stand to delete social media, I was really just trying to find time in my day, and I noticed that my screen time usage on my phone was quite large. It was about, maybe like 6, 7, almost 8 hours a day. Do you guys know how much you could get done in 8 hours? That's literally a full work day. And when I noticed this, that's when I'm like, all right, it's time to delete social media. This is what's really sucking up all my time. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't delete everything all at once. It started off with Snapchat, then Instagram, TikTok, and then the final thing was Twitter. When I first deleted Snapchat, it was quite difficult because I had this thing that for some reason is probably like one of the most important things to every high schooler or teenager or whoever uses Snapchat, and that's streaks. I find it hilarious how people, including me at one point, thought that streaks were so important, and how we all thought it was absolutely necessary to snap a picture or send a picture of literally like your ceiling, your forehead, or your fan to someone just so that a number next to someone's name that has no meaning whatsoever increases. And it's so funny that that's the reality of what streaks are. They're no longer things to actually like communicate with people. You just send a picture of your blank wall. There you go. Streak goes up by 1. What's the point of that? One of my friends told me that the reason they keep their streaks is so they stay in contact with the people they went to high school with without actually staying in contact with them. That didn't make sense to me. To me, it was like, what's the point of that? I don't know about you, but I don't want to be staying in contact with someone by sending them pictures of my ceiling of a fan. God knows how long it's been since it's been cleaned, and my huge ass forehead. I ended up asking myself, does it really matter if I delete Snap and lose all my streaks? Does it have any impact on my life whatsoever? And I want you to ask yourselves that question too, because I'm sure, like me, your answer is going to be no impact whatsoever. And the argument many people have is that, oh, well, I talk to some people on Snap that I don't talk on anywhere else. Well, in my eyes, if somebody really wants to talk to me, they'll just ask for my number, or I'll give them my number and they'll text me through that way. There's no need to be texting someone on Snapchat if that person really is my friend, or if that person is really someone I need to be talking to. After that came Insta and TikTok. And guys, I don't even know what to tell you. This is like probably the thing that used up the most of my time out of all social media on my phone. The endless scrolling nonstop of useless crap. And people argue that, oh, well, I watch motivational videos and tips and self-development. But how much more of your time is being spent on watching junk compared to watching motivational content? Also, solely just watching motivational content and not applying to your real life, has no effect. It's unproductive. So I was like, okay, it's time to delete it. I'm spending more time consuming junk rather than actually being productive. Don't need it. Whatever. Then came Twitter. Now, I'm very two-sided about Twitter. It's good and it's bad. Especially with Elon's takeover and him implementing free speech. Twitter's probably, in my opinion, the only platform right now that's mainstream and allows free speech. And because of that, there's been so much news, which is what I was telling myself that I was using it for. There's been so much news on there, uncensored, and really shows what the world is like. And I think it's great for someone who is asleep and believes what the mainstream news says, such as BBC, CNN, all that fake stuff, and doesn't really know what's going on in the world. I think Twitter is a great place to start out and to understand what the world is really like. But in the long term, it's bad, because once you've woken up, all it does is instill fear. I found myself more scared and distracted, and my attention being pulled away from what really matters to the things that have no direct effect on me, because I know what the world is like now. I understand. I'm woken up. So there's no point for me to be consuming this news, because it's the same thing over and over again. Who cares if there's been an alien sighting in Texas and it's all over Twitter? And who cares that our fearless leader, Sleepy Joe, has just tripped over air? Okay, I'm sorry, but whoever made that deserves a medal. That was actually hilarious. Anyways, knowing any of this doesn't really affect me or you in any way. So what I ended up doing was, yes, you guessed it, I hit delete. After deleting all this social media, I realized how much of my time was being spent unproductively. And when I first did this, it was such an odd experience, because what I used to do was that I was on a constant cycle of switching through Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I would scroll on Instagram for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. Okay, I'm done with Instagram. Twitter. 5, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Oh, okay, I'm done with Twitter. Back to Instagram, back to Snapchat. It's like I was like a bot. I was spending so much time, and it was so weird, because now I grab my phone and it's like, oh wait, I can't do anything on this. So now I'm forced to be productive. I'm forced to go back to the thing that I was originally working on and force myself to keep my attention span so I get it done. And that's one of the biggest things that I've seen an improvement in, my attention span. A lot of people, we all resort to our phones because the newer generation, even a lot of the old generation, we no longer have an attention span that can last for a long period of time. We can no longer sit down, focus, and complete on a task without being distracted. Another thing I noticed is that now when I have downtime, I don't resort to my phone to keep myself occupied. I've had no choice but to start using my mind and start thinking about things. Now all I do nonstop 24/7 is think about how to improve my life, how to improve my side businesses, how to increase productivity. I should be doing this instead of this. And then I'll also replay some conversations, some interactions I've had throughout the day or throughout the week, and just think about every little thing I said and how I could say it better, how to improve my speech, how to communicate better, how to get my point across. And that's what really separates the person at the top from the bottom. The person at the top thinks nonstop about his goal, always tries to become a better person, always tries to excel their journey to their goal. I no longer have to worry about that special someone seeing that post or that story I posted. Oh, did they see it yet? Oh my God, did they see it? Who cares? I don't have to worry about if that person texted me back or even saw my text. I don't have to worry about that red arrow delivered 3 weeks ago. None of that matters to me anymore. The only thing that matters is me. The only thing that matters is you. And it might sound selfish, but to keep it real with you, no one cares about you as much as you think they do. When you post that story for that special someone, hoping they swipe up or comment on it and interact with it in any way, in all honesty, they're not even thinking about you. They don't care. They just swipe to the next story and then the next story. They don't care. So if they don't care, why should you? And if you really want someone to care about you, I would honestly say to work on yourself. If you work hard and be productive and make yourself worth someone caring for, you'll naturally just attract everyone to you. Now, it's been about 3 months, maybe more. I don't even know how long that I've been on this detox from social media. But now I'm able to work out daily, go to my 9-to-5 job, come home, spend time with my family, work on my side business, have a boxing session, which is something that I just started doing, and it's been pretty fun. And then I'm able to go to sleep around 10:30, and still be able to wake up early, 5 in the morning. and just repeat the cycle over again. And I plan to continue to repeat this cycle until I've made it. I've been able to stay on this track for 3 months now, and I've been the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. Because I'm telling you, social media changes your mood. The fact that you rely on someone else's post to determine your mood, or you rely on someone else's interaction with your own post to determine your mood, is not healthy. If you only just think about yourself, about improving yourself, making yourself better, again, it sounds selfish, but honestly, this is the only way to be a better person. And I'm not saying to be insensitive towards other people. That's something else. I'm just saying that before you worry about others, worry about yourself. Help yourself first before you help others. And what I just described to you, what I do on a daily basis, most people don't even do this, can't even complete this in an entire week. Let alone I do this every single day for most days. And I find that just insane to me. Imagine if I continue this. Imagine what I'll become in 1 year's time. Imagine what you'll become in a year's time if you just like, subscribe, comment, and implement what I'm trying to teach. You'll be able to think more clearly, get more things done, and won't let other people's actions affect your moods. And that's why I stopped using social media. And that's why I believe you should too. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys will be implementing this social media detox. And if I can help at least one person out with this video, I think I will have done my job. And remember guys, you can click the first link in the top of the description. And for a limited time, you can book a self-development call with me. And there will be more information on this in this video right here. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember to be better today than you were yesterday.